The problem was my foot was not healing, and I was getting worried that I was going to lose this foot like I lost my right foot.
Marianne has chronic wounds that weren't healing with traditional medications. She had chronic wounds on her other leg and had lost it, sad to say.
How many years were you suffering this?
Oh golly, I've been in this wheelchair for about 2 years to keep pressure off of everything. It didn't work. I went through all kinds of processes. I had all kinds of prostheses. First we had just the toes amputated, and it just was not healing. So then they had to cut up further below the knee.
You were diagnosed with diabetes? And how long were you diabetic for?
Since I'm 40 years old.
I understand that losing the one foot, your right foot, is as a complication of that diabetes.
Yes.
I know that a lot of viewers will be able to relate. There's a lot of diabetes is a common problem among Filipinos, our viewers. Tell us how it feels to have diabetes.
Oh yes, I'm on different kinds of medication. Both work in conjunction with each other, and it's very important that you watch your diet and take your medication.
Tell us about the left one, because at one point you were also in danger of losing that.
Well, yes, because it's the same type of wound that I had on the right foot, and I wasn't seeing any progress with it getting better. So I said, I've got to do something. I don't want to lose the left leg also.
Marianne, you heard about stem cell through Michael,
Yes.
a good friend, and you started going to his presentation.
Yes.
What convinced you to try stem cell?
His presentation, the fact that it would work. Up to that point, I hadn't seen any progress with my wound. And I was happy to say it's not an overnight thing, but it's not that long since I've had the shot, and I do see the progress, and I'm very happy. And so is one of my doctors that I go to.
It was an easy chat. I said, if you want to lose your second leg, don't use stem cells, don't use exosomes. You're having treatment failures, you have chronic wounds. She had chronic wounds on her other leg and lost it, sad to say, because the wounds weren't healing. I knew that the wounds would heal dramatically with stem cells and exosomes. The research says it works. We treated many patients with different types of chronic wounds that aren't healing. It's quite dramatic how effective stem cells and exosomes are for wound healing. And she had a full recovery, and we're quite happy about that. So we gave stem cells and exosomes. We injected directly into the wound. Stem cells promotes angiogenesis, fibroblast production, decreases inflammation. It's dramatic for wound healing. So we injected her with stem cells and exosomes, which is a part of the stem cell that many scientists feel is the most effective part of the stem cell.
At what point do you tell patients to come see you guys here at Colts Next Stem Cell?
Well, with degeneration, it's going to get worse. It's going to continue. There's nothing you can take in a pharmacy that's going to correct the problem. You're masking the symptoms. Stem cell therapy gets to the underlying cause of your discomfort.
So at the first sign?
Well, I would try traditional medications if you have a treatment failure. If you're taking non-steroidal anti-inflammatories or pain medications and it's a month or two and you're having treatment failures and you're not getting better and you can't walk and you have pain, that's the time to try stem cells. If you have treatment failures and you want to address the issue at hand and get to the root of the discomfort, stem cell therapy is regenerative medicine. It'll regenerate the joint back to normal before the degeneration occurs. When you get stem cells or exosomes, it's for patients with treatment failures. In Marianne's case, she lost a leg because she didn't use stem cells and exosomes. And now her health is dramatically improved and her leg is fine. But we have a 95% success rate to help those joints. And the only time we have treatment failures if the patient smokes a lot of cigarettes or drinks a lot of alcohol, which sometimes affects stem cells. If you adhere to the guidelines, we're going to expect a full therapeutic outcome. We expect that patient to have a full recovery in 3 to 4 months.
How has stem cell changed your life then? It seems like it's gotten a turn for the better.
It has. It gives you hope that, as I say, that I will not lose the leg and will eventually be able to walk with the prostheses on the other leg.
For people out there that are suffering illnesses that stem cell can cure or can do something about or can make better, what would you say to them?
Oh, I would say definitely go ahead and get it. Definitely, you have nothing to lose at all, and it really seems to work.
For people that are considering stem cell therapy, why should they contact Colts Next Stem Cell instead of the other clinics?
Because I was hesitating, should I do it or shouldn't I? But in talking with him, as I say, anytime I had any doubts or a question, he would thoroughly answer it. Absolutely, I wish I had done it with my right leg. I might still have it. And I'm definitely glad I didn't wait any longer with the left leg.